Hey, Apollo. What's funny? Give me a second. I'm trying to get this to give me a second. Do I have a message for you to copy and paste? You could do the one that we normally use. But obviously I'm not gonna do I'm just doing the $7 ones right now. And then they could send it to Spiritual Embrace via Cash App only. You know what's funny? When I put 7, I thought of you and I started to laugh. I was like, but it's not 77. It's not 777. I didn't think of doing it for 7. That day I didn't think of doing it for 7. Which is what I thought was so funny today when I was meditating on the number. We'll see who joins us for the 7. But I think I go a little bit more in depth. You ain't them, haha. You earn it and need it. Well, thank you. I was just gonna say, I think I go a little bit more in depth. It's just Cash App, Spiritual Embrace. Give me a second. Yep, no space between the little cash symbol though. I don't know if that makes a difference. We'll see who joins us. So what you been up to today, Apollo? You chilling today? I saw your message, Apollo. I didn't ask you for that. I said I was going to put something together and then I would reach out to you guys and let you know, but that's not going to be for a while. Perfectly 200 letters, your trip. You just got to take out the free tarot reading because I'm not doing freebies for this one right now. You had to put your number there on the thing? I gotta check with my developer to see, because it shouldn't. Huh. I don't want it to have to make people give me their phone number. It's just you and me right now. We'll see who joins in and really needs a reading. I want to make sure that I'm reaching the people that really need it and not just the people who are, you know, looking for constant updates and things like that, because I feel like when you do that too much too, it's kind of like you lose sight of what it is that Spirit's trying to get you to work on. So, yeah. It's a bit day? What do you mean by it's a bit day? It's a big day to you, but not sure I could explain to anyone why. Oh, you meant big day? I get it though. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I'm wondering why this isn't, give me a second. There ain't nothing wrong with it being a family day. I'm a Cancer. Like you. Cancer gang, baby. Cancer gang. Yep. Yep. I have for sure. But you know, I've been very blessed because I think if I wasn't spiritually grounded, it would have hit me a lot harder, you know? I think when you're not grounded spiritually, it affects you in more ways than one. No, it doesn't. Definitely been through it, you know, which is why I don't take my calling, you know, I take my calling very serious. Very serious. I've been through things that, you know, just from attachments from helping people. But I know that spirit, you know, led me to do what it is that I'm doing. So I'm okay with that. You know? Yeah, I mean, it was a full moon, you know, and then it being also Resurrection Sunday. Like, there's a lot that comes into that, you know. It's not just so much, you know, Easter. There's a lot, you know, that we go through spiritually. Yeah, me too. And I wanted to, part of the reason I honestly did the $7 tarot read is because I don't want to be on here for hours at a time. I only want to do it for whomever needs it, for the next hour, maybe, if that. If not, I'm not, you know, if I come on later tonight, I do. If I don't, I don't. But I like I said, like, I really, today is a very sacred day. For sure. I love chatting with you. Did you eat dinner yet? Hey, Shakira. Yep, burgers off the grill. Just got done and took care of the dishes, sat down on my PC, and ding, you went live. I don't eat pig, rather gross to me. It's funny, like, I've always had, my relationship with pork has always been kind of odd. I grew up eating it. Now in my adulthood, it's weird. It's very, the last time I ate pork was maybe, it's been quite some time. Happy Easter, Shakira. Happy holiday. Burgers do sound good. If you made your own burgers, like with like ground beef, right? And you chop up some fresh basil in it with some onion powder and garlic, some salt, pepper. Ooh. Yeah. I like my patties like super thin on the edges. Like Krabby Patties from SpongeBob. Yeah. It's lard. That's all, you know, bacon is lard. It's fat, it's grease. So see, and look. Ugh. You guys ever mix buffalo sauce with barbecue sauce? That right there, to me, is just life. Buffalo mixed with barbecue sauce is like, to me, it's just like, oh, what? Yeah. Especially on some home-cooked burgers. Yeah, we shall. I love me some food, y'all. Keep telling y'all I'm a foodie. Look, Shakira, there ain't nothing wrong with wanting to eat good. You're an earth sign. You're grounded. That's what that is. That does sound good. Oh, I love me some sauteed onions. Girl, me too. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Comfort food. I love me some comfort food. It's your sign. That's why, you know. But hey, there's nothing wrong. You know, protein makes you thick. There's nothing wrong with being thick. Nothing wrong with that. A bull eats a lot, but a bull is very strong, you know? A bull is very strong. Stop trying to be skinny after you lost 50 pounds and now you don't know what you eat. My body wants, and don't worry. You have to, though. I think that our bodies crave certain things when we need to eat it. That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were on here. I'm like, when I'm craving sugar, like, I'll eat what I want. I try to behave. and eat things in moderation. But I'm greedy, y'all. I am so freaking greedy. It's sad. Like, give me 3 scoops of ice cream with a big slice of cake. Right? Part of the reason why I don't like going to like fast, like Longhorn. Part of the reason why I don't like going at, you know, those fast food, you know, chains like Applebee's and all that stuff, TGI's, is because I'm greedy. Like, I want a full piece of steak because you guys weigh the meat before you cook it. You know what I mean? Like, and I want the 10 ounces like after you cook it. Not before. I feel like I always feel like I could have bought like a big old steak, you know, and got more bang for my buck had I just cooked it at home. You know? I'm that person like, what is this? Are you sure this is 10 ounces? Are you sure? Because this doesn't look like 10 ounces. Yeah, we're sure. You sure? This kind of looks slim. I stopped trying to be skinny. Okay, I read that. After you lost 50 pounds, yeah. I'm small, but I'm built naturally. That's awesome. You know self-image, right? If I look in the mirror, I like who I see, but if I take a photo, I hate it. I still think I'm fat when I look at myself. My sister always telling me I'm way too skinny. My mom tells me all the time I'm fat because I'm small and eat a lot. Look, let me tell you something. First of all, when you take pictures, that thing always adds more weight, okay? Second of all, just because you eat a lot does not make you fat. You see, Apollo just confirmed it. He watched your video, you ain't fat. Have I ever soaked a steak in red hot before? No, I haven't. I love spicy food. Is it really good? She thinks you're greedy, Shakira. You gotta tell her, Mom, you're not buying my food, so what's the difference? Let me enjoy. Yeah, I like hot sauce. I like hot sauce and buffalo sauce. I don't know what Red Hot is. Is that like a brand of hot sauce? I like naturally spicy stuff. Like, I'll eat jalapenos, like, you know, Scotch bonnet peppers, like stuff like that. Like natural hot flavored stuff. I like that. Like, I'll sit there and cry like a little baby. Don't get me wrong. I'll be like, give me a glass of milk. You know? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Frank's. You know what's funny, Shakira? I grew up eating Tabasco sauce. I know which one you're talking about now, Apollo. Yeah, man, some Tabasco sauce, you'd be setting it off. I've had Louisiana. Louisiana's good. Texas Pete. Doesn't Texas Pete, I'm saying Texas Pete, don't they make bread too? Like the cheesy bread, is that what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about cheesy bread, y'all talking about hot sauce. I want to mix them all and try it. Girl, you better be sitting there like me with that cup of milk in case your mouth sets fire. Shakira gonna be on here one night talking about, yeah, I'm eating, I mixed all these hot sauces. She's just gonna disappear for like a good 5 minutes, and she's gonna come back and be like, yo, my mouth was on fire. It does mess with your stomach, but you know the milk helps. Like, oddly enough, the milk helps. I mean, it helps me. Like, whenever I eat hot sauce, it helps me. My grandma is half Latina. I love hot food. My tongue green, that normal haha. You don't eat anything hotter than jibaneros? You guys ever done that? This is kind of like to the left, but we talking about food and things that we don't eat and don't try. You guys ever do like the Bean Boozled challenge? She don't eat hot food though. She probably did what you was thinking, trying to mix all them hot sauces, Shakira. She like, nah, I'm not doing that no more. It's the Bean Boozled challenge. It's like jelly beans, right? But they have like, it's either a regular jelly bean or a nasty jelly bean, right? And they have like all these nasty flavors, you know, like they have a dirty sock, like all kinds of stuff. Man, look, don't do that. Yeah. Never again. Yes, Apollo. It's like they have a dirty sock flavor, vomit. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like you pick out of this little thing, and you know, the one that you pick is the one that you eat. You know what I mean? And it's like once you put it like in your mouth, it's kind of too late because you already tasted it. They have one that tastes like vomit. No, man. Yeah, Shakira. I was one and done on that. Right? Pray for butter popcorn. I learned my lesson. I was like, you know what? I'm a thrill seeker, y'all. Like, I'm that person who, like, you tell me, oh, yeah, you can't do that. But, like, oh, yeah, watch me try. I'll do it just to prove a point. Just to say I did it. Just to say I did it. Man, and the worst thing about that, like, Bean Boozled thing is no matter what you eat or drink after, it's like that nasty taste stays in your mouth. It really is like after you throw up, like you just have like that throw up taste in your mouth. Ugh. Ugh. Mm-mm. Ain't no one gonna get me to do anything I don't want to. Well, you know, it's not like you buy the game and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this today. You know, you do it with friends or with family. But you think like, at least for me, I'm like, nah, it can't really taste like that. It can't be. Why in the world would someone make a game like this? Man, look. Mm-mm. That's me. I'm a daredevil, Shakira. I'll be scared all the way through, but trying to act bold the whole way. I'm a rider, so if someone tells me, hey, you know, let's do this together, you know what I mean, and they're scared to do it, I'm that person who will be like, nah, I got you, come on, we'll do this together. You know what I mean? Like, we got this. Meanwhile, I'm shitting bricks. I'm freaking sitting there terrified, trying to be bold, But damn well knowing that it's not really, you know. Yeah. Your sister's a Gemini. He said, oh, no, not a Gemini, but she doesn't do it at all. So she'll be like that she's going to do it and then be like she won't do it. See, I follow through. My follow through is like, 80%. Just an inside joke, I suppose. The last sign I enjoy helping our gems. I've had really good Geminis in my life, and then I've had some that are like, but that's Geminis, so Geminis can be like that. It's important to look at your rising sign and what sign you have in Venus, because all of that can affect the way you relate to other signs. Come on, complain about being locked in a cage, open the door and they refuse to leave, and complain they still live in the cage. It does play a part. Which is your favorite sign, Shakira? Apollo, what's your favorite sign? Here's the kicker. The most closest person to me is a gem, and the only one I've watched grow from that to setting herself free. Yeah, Geminis really do have a rough. Scorpios or Saggies. I love Saggies. I really do love all the signs. I just think some people be on fuck shit, y'all. Some of the stuff people do, I'm like, this has nothing to do with your astrological sign. This is just you being a jerk. Well, I guess that's why you love me, Shakira. Who's your first Cancer? Me, Apollo? Shakira, are you a Scorpio or Sag? I do love you. You're a Taurus. See, but that's why, because you're Earth. Cancers and Tauruses, that's right, you just said you were a Taurus. I'm tripping. Cancers and Tauruses get along very well. Extremely well. Some of the most loyal people that I've met have been Tauruses, that have understood my level of loyalty have been Tauruses. Your twin flame karma that won't let go of you is a Taurus. Apollo, run. She's stuck. You know what it is with us Cancers, Apollo? Is that we're so devoted to making other people happy that there's few of us who understand that in order for us to take care of others, we got to balance ourselves out. We're always trying to save somebody as Cancers. Yeah, she needs to go somewhere with that. That's the hardest though. Unfortunately, people, when they get stuck in abusive relationships, it's soul ties that they're dealing with. And, you know, it's really hard for someone to escape. It's not as easy as people think sometimes, you know? Because those people mentally, you know, manipulate you. They, you know, I think, you know, what they do is, for a lot of people too, they break them down to the point where these people don't know how to, excuse me, these people don't know how to build themselves back up, right? It's kind of like a house that gets burnt down, you know? You nailed it today in that read. All I care about is wisdom, growth, healing, gently guiding people who've been seriously fucked up emotionally. All she cares about is how my energy makes her feel. Like Ben, and you gotta save people. Yeah. Yep. It's like, you know, I think people get caught up with the emotions of having someone constantly there. And then when that person isn't there for them, it's hard for them to understand, to even begin to understand how that person has even found the strength to walk away, especially when you've been that person's emotional rock. But people that are abused are like that. They tend to cling to things. It's the fear of rejection. It's that fear of rejection because they get built up to get torn back down. It used to be hard to cut people out. Now I know how much it affects us cancers. It's easy to cut and run. It is. And with cancers, when we cut people off, it's like our cutoff game is strong, man. Our cutoff game is strong because we are so loyal. Like Shakira said, like, it catches people off guard. People take our kindness for weakness. And then when we become crabs, you know what I mean? Like, our claws are sharp, you know? We're emotional, and the reason why cancers are so emotional is because we're water signs. You know what I mean? We're very spiritual beings. So if you don't do the work as a Cancer to ground yourself and to understand how spiritually connected you are, that's when you become overly emotional. You know? Cancers can absorb people's energy and you know, remove dead weight off of people if they want to, but then we suffer through our emotions, you know? A lot of signs make fun of cancers, but then it's like, you know, you think about the cancers that have been in your life, and those have been the ones to nurture you and to give you that strength to lift yourself back up. You know? So let me ask you guys a question. Because ain't nobody coming on here, so I'm going to ask you too. Do you feel as if $7 is a lot for a question? Do you think that's an affordable number for people? Your honest opinion. Do you think it's too much? Do you think it's too little? Yeah, because Cancers, you know, we're that mother energy of always trying to fix things, even when we shouldn't be. Even when we shouldn't be. Really? I'm golden? Okay. Because I want to make it affordable, but at the same time, like, I want it to be... I'm not pressed for the dollars. But, you know, at the same time, too, like, this isn't, you know, it's my gift. So I can't give too much. But I am going to keep doing freebies. I'm going to switch it up. Because I do believe that some people are going through hardship. And they, you know, those $7, you know. Right? You going to hell. Give me money. No, that's why I tell people too, like, donate what you can. If you can. You know, because I get it. Like, it's crazy out here right now. Crazy gas prices. COVID's still, you know, a thing. You got wars going on. Like, it's a lot. So I still want to give those opportunities to people. You know. I'm still trying to find, like, the time where I can, you know, like different times to cater to different people. Like I've come on here at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'll get viewers, but then I come on around 7 a.m. and no, you know, sometimes people come on and then people come on, you know, 7:30. So it's just been like me just trying to do things differently. Because I do have a lot of people that subscribe, but I don't ever see them in the chat. So I don't know if it's, you know, I'm trying to get those people too. And I see them going back and watching the videos after. But I still want to give them, you know, that opportunity to... Yeah, I know it's Easter. Yeah. There's a lot of people still eating dinner or cleaning their kitchen. Yeah, for sure. I'm chilling. It's crazy. The other day, I was leaving the store. Oh, I've spent my time with my people. I'll be back to it later. That's why I was like, I'm not going to spend too much time on here. I have obligations too, you know what I mean? Like I can't, you know. I was actually telling a friend last night. I was like, yeah, you know, I have to, they're like, you don't ever take a break. You're always doing something. And I said, well, I said, if I'm called to do something, I can't just walk away, you know, and act like my priorities aren't there. Like they're still priorities, you know. This, you know, is something I'm being called to do. So I have to oblige by what Spirit's wanting me to do. You know? There's times Spirit's waking me up at times, or I'm working on something and, you know, I have to give someone, you know, a read or call someone and tell them to do something to clear their energy, you know? That's right. 24/7. But this does take, you know, a lot of energy, this path. So it's like I do a lot of things to, you know, comfort myself. Like the other night I was going to come on here. And I was just like, I was exhausted and I was like, I can't. And I knew that had I came on here, I was going to be of no, like I was still going to be of service, but even more drained if I was feeling like that before I started. You know, so it's that equal balance, knowing what I have going the next day. Do you guys like when I do the collectives, like the little collective readings, or what would you guys like to see more of? Do you like that I switch it up randomly, or would you like prefer a schedule? Enjoying watching me fly. When we do our in-person retreat, well, you know, we'll all be flying. You know what's crazy? Earlier when I was doing the collective, I never plan anything because 99% of the time Spirit has its own plan. I just quit trying. Yep, for sure. earlier today when I was doing the collective reading, and I'm picking up on energies from people too that aren't in the chat at that time. People that jump in and people jump out, right? And it really is this time where we're being tried as it relates to our insecurities, the things that have held us back from getting the things that we wanted in the past. And it's almost like Spirit is pushing us to not be afraid and to take that risk for self. So it's a beautiful thing to know that, you know, you guys aren't by yourself. I'm not by myself. Like, as a collective, we're all going through this, and we're all growing, and we're all healing through it, you know? Because I think a lot of people feel alone. The vast majority of people are alone. Even if they're in relationships, they're alone. You have people coming on here seeking, you know, direction, and they're in quote unquote happy relationships, but they're not. They're just in these agreements with people because they're scared to be alone, you know? You have to take risks in life, and you're going to be fine after you do it, you know, because at least you have that peace of mind of knowing that you did it and you tried, you know. It's just super important to always go in with a positive mind and not let your own negative thoughts, your shadow self, get in the way. Yep. Let me tell you something. I have no problem being alone. I actually prefer being alone. Not to say that, you know, I don't enjoy being in a relationship, but I enjoy being alone because, especially for me, it's hard to find someone that understands this journey I'm on and is willing to do the work alongside. You know, and when you're actively growing in spirit's going to remove certain things, and you're not going to accept the things that you used to. You know, what you used to find to be attractive, you no longer find attractive, you know. And let's say you start dating someone, right? And that person's super attractive to you, but you're grounding yourself and you're doing everything that spirit's leading you. The next day, you might not even be into that person, you know. Most of the people I help are in abusive relationships. They rather stay and get fucked up than go to bed alone at night. Yeah. Because it's that fear, it's that conditioning that they've gone through to believe that they're not worthy of something better. If you could be alone all of that time, right? I even applaud people who can be alone more than 3 months, because we live in a society that can't even be alone out of a relationship for 3 months. You know? If you can make it 3 months alone, not talking to somebody, not entertaining anyone, right? Just focusing on yourself, man, the things that you're able to accomplish. How well you start to learn who you are, what you like, what you dislike. You know? You know, and even when you're talking to people and you're going through that growth, you start to realize what your triggers are just by the way someone talks, their mannerisms, the way they eat. When you're allowing spirit to work in your life, it's those little things that somehow irk you down to the way people chew their food. And it's not because you're better than them. You might be, right? You might not be, but it's a matter of breaking free. Breaking free from what we're used to. I think people too, they want to be loved so bad, or they feel like it's a bad thing to not have someone. You know? They think it's a bad thing to not have someone by their side, or to not, you know, to be alone. They think like, oh my gosh, people are going to look. No, if anything, it just shows that, you know, you're strong and you can stand on your own. There's nothing wrong with that. It's better to be patient and wait for the right person as divinely led than, you know, to be stuck with someone, like you said, that isn't matching your energy. So what you want to talk about? We ain't got to preach to each other. You preaching to me? Or am I preaching to you, Apollo? We have that feeling out of what the other thinks. Yeah. For sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, I'm just talking just to talk. I'm just talking just to talk. Enjoying my Sunday. It's a beautiful day. I have a busy week ahead. Busy's good though. I'd rather be busy than to not be. Yeah, I mean, I like to stay busy. I love to stay busy. I don't like to feel like I'm not, you know, I could be a homebody or whatever, but I'm usually not, you know. I have so much going on, I don't know how to sit still. Skipping meals is a cancer thing. But when I do sit down to eat, it's like, you know, I'm going in. It's like a feast. You know? All right, so now I know, holidays, Sundays, on holidays, around this time, I shouldn't be on here trying to do lives. Maybe if I change the title, let's play with people a little bit. Let's see. I always name it collective reading. Let's see. Let's see. Do you like dark coffee? Do you like dark coffee? French vanilla creamer? Yeah, man. You ever put like take like the creamer and you mix it with like a little bit of sugar, right? I know this is gonna sound like the only like sugar rush, but you whisk it like really, really fast with like a fork or a spoon or whatever you're mixing it with, right? Just a little bit like of creamer, and then you add the coffee. It becomes like super frothy. Yeah, try it like that. It gets like a latte. Folgers. Yeah, I get whatever's on sale. I knew a lady that taught me how to do it like that. And once she taught me that, I never went back. She took a little cup, right? She took the cup and she took the creamer and added some sugar and mixed it really well. She kept mixing it, right? And all she was using was like a plastic spoon, right? And then she added the coffee to it, right? And it was like a latte. Super creamy. And you could do it with like powdered creamer too. You mix it with a little bit of coffee and you whisk it. So it gets, thick. And then if you want it to be like extra, like, like more like creamy versus coffee or whatever, then you add more of the creamer into it. But oh man, that stuff right there is like, woo, it's like whipped cream on the cheap. That's that frugal lifestyle. That's Starbucks at home. Yes, we can be friends. I keep telling y'all I'm a foodie. I am a foodie. Try it, man. It's the best thing. You will not regret it. Hey, Jasmine, I'm only doing them by donations right now. You could do a donation to Cash App. Spiritual Embrace. Are you enjoying your Easter? Red hot steak and whipped creamer. That's 6 of 10 I ever heard of. That's something new. Red hot steak and whipped creamer. Sounds good. I've been calling, Jasmine? What do you mean? I've been calling a... What do you mean by that? Oh, I'm pulling a read for someone that I know. One of my clients. And you have my permission to read on me anytime I want to. Thank you. You want a future love read, Apollo? On your future love? I don't think you're focused on love, though. Yeah, that's true. I don't. I have people ask me to do their little updates, and then I'll reach out and I'll give them what I get. But no, that's like reading 101. You don't pull on someone unless they ask. I'm only doing them by donation tonight, Jasmine. If you're wanting a freebie, Jasmine, just hit the subscribe button. I am still doing freebies for this session, though I'm not. Well, sort of. I know it's part of my healing is to have a real relationship again to complete the cycle. But who the hell would be able to stand next to the sun and be able to handle the heat? When you bring down your ego, you might find somebody. I'm just joking. It's good that you're in your ego. But you gotta remember that being in that ego, you gotta balance it out too, right? Hey, Apollo, that message that you put up on top, it said for newbies I was doing freeze. For this session, I'm not. Can you update that, please? You're not looking for it, but you always do have it in the back of your mind. I mean, love is a beautiful thing. You know, it's part of our nature. You might not have found it though, because you're still stuck in this mindset of betrayal. You don't want to get hurt. So you need to look forward to new beginnings. And accept love for what it is and let it. You gotta, when you like someone, you gotta make that move and don't hold yourself back. In order for you to meet someone, that you gotta have to put yourself out there. You're gonna have to put yourself out there. Put yourself out there and be consistent about it. Be intentional about meeting someone. You'll know that person is the person that you should be with, because that person is going to be moving in that same energy as you. They're going to be grounded. You might find them when they are down and out. You might meet this person when you're helping, caring for others. All right, this is going to sound really weird, but do you know anyone in a nursing home? This person might work as a nurse or a nursing home or something like that. And someone that's a caregiver. I don't know, maybe they have kids. You're gonna meet this person when you learn to release. When you learn to compromise. Because Spirit's leading you to remain in your strength. To remain true to yourself. To remain true to yourself. That's what's Spirit's guiding you to do. Your first impression of this person is going to be that they irritate you. They frustrate you. My son's mother takes care of old folks in the home. That ain't never going to happen. Well, you sure? Because this kind of looks like that might be it. I'm just joking. I don't know who it is. Today's such a big day because it's the reason for my scar. Resurrection Sunday, man. With the 5 of Swords here in the upright, you and that person are going to be on the same path of releasing the past. You just gotta be, with your future love, you're gonna have to be careful to make sure that you remain on your high ground, that you don't let this person throw you off balance, because you're both going to be growing past where you've come from. You might lose out on friendships because you'd be splitting your time with someone. Yeah. Because you need to release the past. You need to stop focusing on your past wounds so that this person can come in. You do have love in your future, but you keep yourself stuck. You have yourself in a mental imprisonment. Yeah, because with the Ten of Wands, it's just that energy of just remembering how you gave so much of yourself and that nothing ever came out of it. And I think you're scared that to invest in a new relationship. You're scared to invest with anyone. That's why you've been alone all this time. And you really haven't been alone. You've had people to entertain you along the way, but you refuse to let anyone take that title. Because you know your value. Yeah, and you know that you need to release that bondage though. Because like you'll start to invest in something, but then you pull away. You don't like when people get close to you. You're very much closed. You're the reason why you haven't had a relationship, because you've closed yourself off to it. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse. You feel as if you let someone in, they're going to see the soft side of you, and then they're going to screw you over. But not everyone's like that. But it's crazy because Spirit is going to put an end to all of that. Like you've dealt with people whom you invested into. And they took, I feel like what they took from you was your pride. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, along with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're probably dealing with someone that was a narcissist. And that was only around because they felt as if you would give them the stability that you were looking for. But Spirit is going to bless you with someone new. But you're going to have to open up. You're going to have to open up. Sorry, I just realized like my screen had something on there. You're going to have to open up. Because you have the Sun here. I'm sorry, you have the Six of Pentacles. The Sun is like marriage, commitment, going into something new. Yeah, you're gonna, so because this new person that you have coming in, this person's in that same energy as you, of releasing the past and learning to love again. Right? But you can't learn what love is or accept love if you have your shield up before you even meet it. I mean, you have to exercise caution, right, with everything that you do, of course. But
don't be closed off to everybody, because not everybody is going to hurt you. And I think you've had opportunities with good people and you've let them walk away because you knew they weren't your forever person. And I think what you're wanting is someone to be your forever person. But right now I think you're scared that if you let someone in, they're gonna cause everything that you've worked hard to attain to fall apart around you. Yeah, like you want peace in your life. You dealt with the relationships that were super loud. You know what I mean? Always arguing, toxic energy, constant betrayal, moving forward. You think things are going good, and then all of a sudden, you know, things go left, and then you're like, well, dang, I put in all this time and this energy into this. Like, what happened? I thought this person was down for me. You know what I mean? Two of Swords in the reverse. It's like you're afraid that if you do end up in a relationship with someone, that there's going to be people around you that are going to try to show the person who you used to be just so that you won't find your happiness. And I feel like you're scared to invest in someone. You're scared to invest in someone because you know you've grown past the person that you used to be. You might have been in that player energy in the past. You yourself may have been kind of in that narcissistic energy. You know what I mean? Of feeling like you were on top, because you were on top. You were definitely in that narcissistic player energy at one point, and someone flipped the script on you. And when you got that script flipped on you, you closed yourself off. But you needed to go through that for you to understand what you value and what you don't value. But that shouldn't be the reason as to why you close yourself off to love, because everybody needs love in their life. All right? Like, you have met your match, and this was someone who you were really, really into. You finally have met someone who you felt was your equal. Two of Pentacles. You are going to meet someone that person that you're already dealing with. You know, you already have your guard up with that person. Wheel of Fortune upright. He said, I'm cute as fuck, smart, and could talk my way into and out of everything. I was a very bad young boy. Damn, you're good. I know I'm good at what I do, Apollo. Come on now. This isn't me. This is spirit using me. You're a trip, man. You invested too much into something, or someone that you've recently been dealing with feels like they've invested too much into you. But this new person that's coming along, it's something really good. You got conflict around you. Like, this person that you're dealing with, be careful that the person that she's with doesn't come trying to stir things up with you. Seven of Swords. Like, you need to understand that this person that you're dealing with, her problems are her problems. They're not your problems. And things are moving very slow with that person, but you know it's not going to go anywhere. But yet this person is trying to introduce problems into your life when those are her problems. Those are her burdens. Yeah, like you're making this decision to remove this person out of your life. But you're also, you know, you're also needing to make that decision to move past anything that makes you anxious, because love isn't going to make you feel anxious. Love is patient. Love is kind. Because you're not happy being alone. You want somebody to be with, someone to grow with. Someone to be your equal half. You have 3 people coming up in your energy, Apollo. There's someone with Gemini here. You could be dealing with an Aries. Libra, Taurus, Cancer, and Scorpio. Yeah, it's just, you know, you keep dealing with this person with Gemini in their chart, you're gonna keep this person's gonna bring chaos to your life, ruin. I feel like it's a Taurus. Gemini, Libra, Taurus. Or an Aquarius. But I'm picking up having Gemini, Taurus, Libra energy. And remember, don't go so much off of the zodiac sign. It's more so the energy behind that sign. So Aquariuses are people who are very successful, right? So it was a Libra. So it's that energy of people that can build things. But this person is very temperamental. And it's like, you know that this person's just going to bring you freaking headaches, but yet you still deal with them. But you're going to end up cutting them off. When you cut this person off, right, you're going to end up moving into a new beginning, and this is when you're going to meet that new person. And you're going to receive more blessings. But by you dealing with this person currently in this Taurus energy, even if you're thinking about them, you're holding yourself back and you're causing yourself delays for you to get to this actual person that's going to bring you the peace and joy that you're wanting. Because you do have a new beginning. That's your decision that you're having to make, is to cut that person off. You're having to decide. You're having to decide. Your biggest decision right now you had the Empress in reverse, right? So you need to be honest. Your biggest decision right now is if you're really wanting this new beginning. in love. And if it's that what you're wanting, you need to let go of your past ways. Yeah, because you know you got snakes around you. Look, all in the freaking reverse. When you start to release the things that no longer serve you, you end up with, you know, your abundance. And it's be with someone who makes you feel comfortable, who makes you feel loved, who makes you feel appreciated. You know what I mean? Who's going to reciprocate that energy that you put out there. Right? Because this person that you're manifesting is not like this past person. You know, you got your Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is someone that's sneaky, right? Page of Wands. Starts gossip, right? You know, makes everything a big freaking deal. Like, oh my gosh, I can't find this. And they, you know, want to freak out and start throwing a tantrum like a toddler, right? Six of Swords energy here too. You know, you try to stand your ground with this person and they still act the fool, right? Because it's all about them. It's that Taurus, like, this is that Taurus. They're very conflict heavy. I think they have Gemini or Libra in their chart. I only mention Aquarius because, you know, it's the other air sign, but I'm picking up Gemini, Libra. Gemini, Libra, Taurus. Yeah, look, Six of Cups energy here again. You need to go back to that place where you were before you got hurt without the old habits. This is ending. That past situation is ending. Yeah, because you realize that you're deserving of something better. And you're letting go. You're finally letting go. But when you completely let go, that's when you're going to get that full upgrade that you've been wishing for. Right? That ultimate happiness. That's when you get it. When you make that decision to let everything go, including your past hurts. Because you hold a lot of resentment. Well, dang, how old are you now? If that was when you were 12. But look, you got the Ace of Wands. Like, you have new love coming, but you know what I mean? Like, you got, you know, you might be approaching someone, but you hold yourself back. You're 33. Yeah, but you hold yourself back, Apollo. I don't know. I hope that gave you clarity, my friend. We'll keep working on it. You wish you could sit down and tell me everything. We're going to work through it all. These are all past life karma stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but you're holding yourself back too, because I do feel like you don't open up. And when you do open up, you're opening up to the people that are undeserving of it. Like, what you doing talking with somebody that's in a relationship to begin with? It did give me clarity on what you need to work on. I'm not deserving? What do you mean I'm not deserving? Hey, Princess Nora. I am getting to know your story. I'm definitely blessed. Thank you for sharing and allowing me to. Hey, Princess Nora. I'm equally grateful to have someone to share it with that can see it for what it was. Yeah, you've been through a lot, though. You just got to keep releasing. Definitely got to keep releasing. Yep. I have. But as a collective, we're all healing. That's the most important thing, is to be open to healing. Yeah. Yeah, look, the World here, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands. You're releasing what no longer serves you. And that's your, when you finish releasing all of that pain and anxiety, that's when you're that's when you complete the full circle. That's when everything comes full circle and you start to receive that blessing of that person you're supposed to actually be in a relationship. That person who, you know, helps you to level up, right? Not so much you always pouring into them, but them pouring into you too. You know? Because you have the Seven of Wands. It's like you know, you've gone through you've done the work. You're still doing the work. When you're all done wrapping everything up and releasing everything and removing everything that holds you back, that's when you get your new beginning. All right. I am wrapping it up for tonight. I may be back later on tonight. Probably not. If not, I'll be doing it in the morning. Because your girl got stuff to do. Got more food to eat. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to go chill with my people. Thank you, Apollo. I really appreciate it. Get some rest, okay? All right. I'll talk with you all later. Have a blessed evening.